In this article we are going to explore the subject of flooding, along with their causes and effects upon our environment. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. That will be greatly appreciated. Floods are natural disasters that can have devastating consequences, affecting communities, infrastructure, and the environment. Understanding the causes of floods is crucial in mitigating their impact and implementing effective preventive measures. In this segment, we will delve into the primary factors that contribute to the occurrence of floods, shedding light on the mechanisms behind these catastrophic events. Causes of floods. Floods can be triggered by various factors, both natural and human-induced. Here are some of the key causes. Heavy rainfall. Intense or prolonged rainfall is one of the primary causes of floods. When rainfall exceeds the capacity of the land to absorb or drain the water, it leads to an overflow of rivers, streams, and other bodies of water. River overflow. Rivers can overflow their banks due to excessive water inflow from upstream tributaries, melting snow, or prolonged rainfall. This overflow causes the water to spread over adjacent floodplains, resulting in widespread flooding. Coastal storm surges. Coastal areas are susceptible to flooding caused by storm surges. These occur when strong winds associated with storms or hurricanes push ocean waters toward the shore, causing an abnormal rise in sea level. Dam failure. The failure or breach of dams or levees can result in catastrophic flooding downstream. This can occur due to structural defects, overtopping from excessive rainfall or snowmelt, or inadequate maintenance. Rapid snowmelt. During warmer months, a sudden increase in temperature or heavy rainfall can accelerate snowmelt in mountainous regions. If the rate of melting exceeds the capacity of rivers and drainage systems, it can lead to flooding downstream. Urbanization and deforestation. Human activities play a significant role in altering natural drainage patterns. Urbanization and deforestation reduce the land's ability to absorb water, increase surface runoff, and can contribute to flash flooding in urban areas. Climate change. The changing climate patterns, including increased precipitation and rising sea levels, can exacerbate the frequency and intensity of floods. Climate change-induced factors like more frequent and severe storms can contribute to flooding events. By understanding these causes, we can work towards implementing effective flood management strategies, including early warning systems, infrastructure improvements, land use planning, and climate change adaptation measures. It is essential to prioritize resilience and preparedness to minimize the devastating impacts of floods on communities and the environment. There are several different types of floods that can occur based on the specific causes and characteristics of the flooding event. Here are some of the common types of floods. Riverine floods. Riverine floods are caused by excessive rainfall, snowmelt, or a combination of both, leading to the overflow of rivers and streams. These floods typically occur in areas adjacent to rivers and can last for days or even weeks. Flash floods. Flash floods are rapid and sudden onset floods that occur within a short period, often within a few hours or even minutes. They are typically caused by intense rainfall over a localized area, causing swift and powerful torrents of water. Flash floods commonly occur in urban areas and steep terrains. Coastal floods. Coastal floods, also known as storm surges, are caused by tropical storms, hurricanes, or severe weather conditions. Strong onshore winds and low atmospheric pressure push ocean waters toward the coast, resulting in a rise in sea level and potential flooding in coastal areas. Pluvial floods. Pluvial floods, also known as urban floods, occur due to heavy rainfall overwhelming the drainage systems in urban areas. These floods can result from inadequate infrastructure, blocked or overwhelmed storm drains, and impermeable surfaces, leading to localized flooding in cities and towns. Dam or levee failure. Floods can occur when dams or levees fail or breach. These man-made structures are designed to control water flow, but if they are unable to withstand the pressure caused by excessive rainfall or other factors, the resulting flood can be severe and affect downstream areas. Ice jam floods.
Ice jam floods occur in colder regions where rivers freeze during winter.
When chunks of ice become lodged together and block the river's flow, water accumulates behind the ice dam. If the dam suddenly breaks, it can result in a rapid release of water, causing flooding in downstream areas. Catastrophic floods. Catastrophic floods are extremely severe and widespread events that often result from a combination of factors, such as prolonged heavy rainfall, dam failures, or tropical storms. These floods can cause significant damage to infrastructure, displacement of populations, and loss of life. Understanding the different types of floods is crucial for developing appropriate mitigation strategies, emergency preparedness plans, and early warning systems. It allows communities to better anticipate and respond to specific flood risks based on their geographical location and vulnerability to different flood types. Floods can have significant consequences, impacting various aspects of human life, the environment, and infrastructure. Here are some potential consequences of floods. Loss of life and injuries. Floods pose a direct threat to human life. Rapidly rising water levels and swift currents can lead to drowning and injuries. Additionally, individuals may face health risks due to exposure to contaminated floodwaters and the spread of waterborne diseases. Damage to property and infrastructure. Floodwaters can cause extensive damage to homes, buildings, roads, bridges, and other critical infrastructure. The force of the water can erode foundations, weaken structures, and wash away roads and bridges, disrupting transportation networks and utilities. Economic losses. Floods can result in significant economic losses. Businesses may suffer damage to facilities, inventory, and equipment. Agricultural lands can be rendered unusable, leading to crop loss and livestock casualties. The costs of cleanup, repair, and recovery efforts can be substantial for both individuals and communities. Displacement and disruption of communities. Floods can force people to evacuate their homes, leading to temporary or long-term displacement. Evacuation centers and shelters may be overwhelmed, causing further challenges for affected populations. The disruption of communities and social networks can have long-lasting emotional and psychological impacts. Environmental impacts. Floods can cause severe environmental damage. They can lead to soil erosion, sedimentation, and contamination of water bodies with pollutants, chemicals, and debris. The loss of habitats and displacement of wildlife can disrupt ecosystems and negatively impact biodiversity. Infrastructure failures. Floods can result in the failure of critical infrastructure systems, such as water supply and sanitation networks, electrical grids, and communication systems. This can further hinder emergency response efforts and impede recovery and restoration processes. Long-term health consequences. Floods can have long-term health consequences, including the spread of waterborne diseases, mold growth in flooded structures, and mental health challenges resulting from trauma and loss. Post-flood recovery efforts often require addressing these health-related issues. Socioeconomic disparities. Flood impacts are often felt disproportionately by marginalized communities and those with limited resources. Vulnerable populations may face additional challenges in accessing emergency services, healthcare, and adequate recovery assistance. Understanding the potential consequences of floods highlights the importance of proactive flood risk management, early warning systems, infrastructure resilience, land use planning, and community preparedness. These measures can help minimize the impact of floods and contribute to more effective response and recovery efforts. In conclusion, floods are natural disasters with far-reaching consequences that can profoundly impact communities, infrastructure, and the environment. From loss of life and injuries to damage to property and critical infrastructure, floods pose significant risks and challenges. The economic losses incurred can be substantial, and the displacement of communities disrupts social networks and poses emotional and psychological burdens. Environmental impacts further compound the aftermath, affecting ecosystems, water quality, and biodiversity. Addressing the consequences of floods requires a multifaceted approach. It involves implementing effective flood risk management strategies, investing in resilient infrastructure, improving early warning systems, and promoting community preparedness and response plans. Additionally, recognizing the disproportionate impact on marginalized communities and ensuring equitable access to resources and assistance is crucial. By understanding the causes, types, and potential consequences of floods, we can work towards building more resilient communities, mitigating risks, and minimizing the impact of these devastating events. Through proactive measures, collaboration between stakeholders, and a focus on sustainable development, we can enhance our ability to adapt to the challenges posed by floods and protect lives, livelihoods, and the environment. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.